Yodelay-o, yelay-ho, yelay-ho. What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a chillaxing episode of Haunters Anonymous After Dark. Wait a minute, it's not After Dark, is it? It's Sunday. How's everybody doing? James is right next to me. How you doing?
What's up, man? That was the weirdest way to start that intro ever. Just random
know, right?
laughter.
Creepy ass. Well, at least I stopped saying the one word before we went live. So how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Sunday night. This is not an After Dark. I don't know why I said that. This is just a chillaxing, which is chill out and relaxing, or chilling and relaxing. We're going to talk some haunt stuff and 813. Yeah, it is actually interesting. Most definitely. We definitely like it. James gets to hear it every time that it plays. I have it all muted. But and how are you doing, 13? And how's everybody else doing? Hey, Tyler and Ron. Yeah, there's another Tyler. There's another Ron.
What's up, guys?
There's Brian and everybody that hadn't said hello yet. How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's recovered from Friday's Rage Fest. I know I have.
Yeah, I feel much better, man. Much better.
I feel so relieved and relaxed and just so amazing. Tyler, we didn't forget about you, by the way. We'll get a hold of you for the questions you had in message. So we'll work a timeout. It's been a bit crazy this weekend and a couple crazy things this week, but we did not forget about you. So we'll get a hold of you. Thanks, Brian. It is very cool. Maybe we'll have the Haunted Honeymooners on here with their
New setup.
laptop. Yeah. Hey,
What's
Aaron,
up,
what's
Aaron?
up? Not a heck of a lot of news from Friday when we saw most of you last. Halloween Horror Nights is still closed. Haha. Um, I haven't seen any haunted attractions or anything announcing their closings. A couple of announced that they will be opening, probably limited capacity. No walkthroughs, just eating the treats.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny. Ooh, oh, is Ellen here? Did she say?
Hey,
yes,
Mom.
no, yet?
No, she didn't say anything. Her name popped
Okay.
up, but I don't know if she's actually in.
I think Danny just has a copy and paste when she comes in.
She just says that's the normal entry message.
Copy paste. Yeah. Other than that,
it's a unite.
Pandemic numbers. It's a unite.
No, I mean it's a them night. Like it's a chat night.
Oh,
see what you guys have to say.
Yeah, this is pretty much all about y'all. Like I said, we're just gonna chitty chat and let us know what's going on in y'all's neck of the woods, and if you're home haunters, how is your ideas going? I think that I'm not going to say it yet. I think I may have locked in what I'm going to do for my house this year. That's probably a lie, but
you change your mind like every 36 seconds.
It's almost true. But I do need to bring out the big sketchbook and start writing things down, because the 1st of August is going to hit the end of this week, and I'm like, oh my god, it's almost the 1st of August. So, yay, there's Ellen. I will say this is just total random craziness. Right before we came on, I bought myself my first of my personal birthday presents, which is I've always wanted a really nice soldering station. So I've got a soldering station for this year. Digital temp. I'm going to build some electronics this year. Heck to the yeah. And I got like 3 soldering irons and they all work, but I've always wanted an actual professional multi-tipped.
Nice.
Soldering station. Thank God Jabby's not here for that one.
Yeah, right. All the electronics though, man.
Yeah, the electronics. This is going to be cool. I might end up sending you some stuff for your graveyard scene.
Yay.
Woo, like, what is this? Oh God, it's a bomb.
Let's see. Aaron said he's coming up with 2 new characters for HauntCon masks. Costumes coming together perfectly. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Are they on the down low, or is it something you want to extrapolate on? What kind of characters are they?
Yeah, we're going to get done and you can tell us. You can send pictures, but any hints as to what they are?
Tyler, joining the haunt changed me, and I gotta say I love it. You are absolutely right. Once you start, when you become like, you start scaring people, it's like one of the greatest natural highs you can have. It's so much adrenaline and everything. Amazing. Riley, you like jazz? What do you mean? Do I like jazz? You're gonna
say yeah.
You're gonna sit 3 feet away from me and ask me if I like jazz?
Oh my God, it's Inception. There's the same person's texting and chatting and laughing and giggling. Hey Vic, what's up?
What's up, Vic?
Brian says, what's a must-have food and drink, non-alcoholic on Halloween y'all indulge in? Recommendations.
Must-have food and drink, non-alcoholic. Man, Brian, you need to show up all the time. You come up with some great stuff.
You do, brah. It's actually nice having you on here, brah. Brah. So, but to answer your question, all the candy that I put aside that I don't give the kids, which they get plenty. I eat that. I am going. This is going. Okay, actually, to really answer your question, I actually enjoy um, pizza rolls and Dr Pepper on Halloween.
That's a good
Uh,
combination.
yeah, I just I because you can just continuously make them as you eat them. Um, and pretzels. Um, I like snacky type things. I don't like like some people do like pizza or burgers or like real. I don't like being full if I'm throwing out treats,
Yeah.
but I do like the snack, and I so that's and potato chips. But as a hot food, for me, it's and then sometimes I'll actually get like a queso dip and dip them in there, and then pray that I'm not crapping my pants before the kids. The kids, like I've eaten 5,000 peach rolls. How about you, James? What do you do? What do y'all do?
Well, we do all kinds of stuff. It depends. My mom is always making some ridiculous stuff. It's always good. Tiffany makes this special Halloween shepherd's pie. It's just regular shepherd's pie, but she makes Frankenstein's face, like Frankenstein's
Oh, wow.
monster's face, on top of it with green peppers and olives and onions. That's one of my like all-time favorite things because it's super awesome looking. And of course, pizza. Anytime I can get a pumpkin shaped or a jack o' lantern shaped pizza, I'm all about that.
I, I, well, I can eat pizza every day. It's just, I don't know what my difference is between having a couple of big pizzas and the pizza rolls because it's like I'll eat as many pizza rolls as I would the pizza, but it's like if I eat the pizza, I get fuller or something. I don't know.
We deep fried pizza
Um,
rolls once, and let me tell you, that changed the game because it's like a crunchy pocket of lava that just blows up in your mouth and just burns every square inch of your mouth.
no. Well, let me tell you, you throw a bunch of pizza rolls on a pizzazz and you
Oh, yeah,
leave it
that's true.
alone. You
Yeah.
leave it alone for a while. Oh, they'll get all crispy. So not as. I mean, anything deep fried is going to be super awesome. But man, I like I said, you just pizzazz the unholy hell out of those things, and um, because I like mine burnt. Tyler needs costume ideas that involve stilts. Werewolf.
Yeah.
I'd say a tall clown, but I mean,
We got enough of
werewolf.
those.
Yeah. Actually, Frankenstein. Now, Tyler, you say that you're at Creepy Hollow and Jay, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Um, Brian, answer your own damn question, dude. What do y'all do? And what's everybody else do? So, we've got James who just completely and utterly just threw me out the window with his smorgasbord compared to my pizza rolls. But what do y'all do? What do y'all eat? What do y'all snack on?
Well, I mean, we have a lot more people on Halloween, so
Well, well, you're talking about like in the house. I mean,
yeah.
you have like trick or treaters, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
unless specifically people come to the house. I mean, I've thrown. I don't really do parties on Halloween because it's not about me or the people. It's not about me or my friends. It's about the kids. But anybody's. I mean, anybody that knows me knows if they can come by, and there will be things to partake, and fun to be had. So.
Brian said
Last year,
punch with dry ice. That's always fun.
oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm too lazy to even do that. That's why I just crack open a 2-liter Dr Pepper.
You really go all out on the food and drink aspect of Halloween.
Well, my God, you know what? Just send Tiffany to my house and let her make all the smorgasbord. And your
we'll
mom too. Screw it.
we'll just
You
make a
know?
bunch of stuff and like flash freeze it and send it to you, and you can just cook it that day. Throw it in the oven.
I'd probably cry the whole night, going like, "This is so cool." I can't even hand out treats because I'm crying so much about the care package of food. Um, but I'm also like I said, the if you don't know what a pizzazz is, look it up. Pizzazz. It's the most awesome thing ever made cooking wise. But Those things you can. The deal too is I need to be able to do something. If I'm gonna cook something, it needs to either be burnable, which I do like food burnable. The Pizzazz has a timer and it just cooks it until they're as crisp as I like it, and then they'll twirl around, cooling off. And I can just run in here and throw them in a bowl and throw some more in there. And candy. I sustain myself on candy a lot of times. Aaron says we've all had a 2-liter of some sort of soda during haunt. Yeah.
We make this punch with like sherbet and Sprite and fruit punch. I bet if you threw some dry ice in there, the sherbet would make like random dry ice bubbles on the top. It would look disgusting and awesome.
Yeah, I haven't had any sherbet in forever. Well, great. I'm gonna have to up my game this year. Just be in competition with the Mishus. God damn it.
What the heck? If we don't make the Carl the Cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's, what is Carl the Cupcake?
Cupcake.
Scary Cupcake Man's. All right. Apparently, we're gonna make some Carl the Cupcakes this year.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jackson?
Hey, Jackson. What's my favorite Halloween character? I'm a traditionalist, Tyler. I like Dracula. He's my favorite.
That's
I'm
a
a fan.
really hard question to answer, man. For me, I don't know. I think mine, if I'm gonna be like in a general sense, is anything Scarecrow. I love scarecrows.
Scarecrows are cool.
Yeah, like I mean, I prefer the scarecrows with the jack-o'-lantern heads, but I'm a jack-o'-lantern person. Like, I love pumpkins.
Well, yeah. Speaking of, stupid me. One of the reasons why I got that, this is what's so cool, and I cannot remember. I think it was Oak Lawn Cemetery on Facebook. It's a home haunt. They're the ones that put out there that soldering station actually was also 50% off on Amazon. I think they were the same ones that, or somebody that said they started buying carvable pumpkins and other things, big pumpkins from Amazon. I'm like, why in the hell did I never think that look at Amazon for that? And sure as heck, they've got it. You can order them right now, and
Nice.
they're a decent price. And so,
Are these the foam ones, or
huh?
are these foam?
Yeah. They've got the carvable ones, but they also have the like 49-inch or whatever ready-made, like the ones you would go to Walmart or Big Lots or Spirit Halloween. Yeah, they've got those right now. So I'm just like, now I'm just gonna start looking at Amazon for Halloween stuff because, heck yeah. Jackson says clowns for the win.
Of course.
Brian has a Walking Dead joke.
That was his Coral or Carl. Was the Walking Dead joke.
Vic's telling everybody to drink the Kool-Aid.
There are a ton of pumpkins growing in the yard right now.
Oh, that's right. You've got real ones.
Like,
Aaron said that he
legit.
used to make liquid nitrogen ice cream for a while. Yeah. I think that's like dipping dots.
Yeah, for sure. Which is good though.
Oh yeah. Well, ice cream.
Jeepers Creepers. So you like the what did they call him? They just called him the Creeper, right? I don't know that he ever actually had an official name.
Yeah, not that I know of. Doesn't mean that it.
I love the movies. It's unfortunate the director is pervert, but whatever. It kind of ruined it, but I still like the movies, so.
I'm sure there's unfortunately plenty of that kind of stuff that if it came to light, there'd be all kinds of movies that would get severely ruined.
Yeah.
Danny says she likes Dracula vampires, not sparkly ones. Thank you very much.
Really like vampires. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like zombies, gotta have zombies. Okay. You're a traditional zombie though, right? You're talking like the Romero slow lumbering zombie, not the 28 days later sprint zombie.
Or the World War Z.
Yeah.
God.
Oh man, the world that's the worst. I would not want to deal with that at all. I could live in a Romero zombie world. I could not live in a World War Z zombie world.
Well, I mean, they all of a sudden had magic powers after they became zombies, and I'm like doing like sprinting and crawling and jumping and yeah, yeah. I don't think that's how. I don't think that's how zombie anatomy works.
Or the Miami zombie. You remember when that happened? That was so weird.
Oh my God, the dude that was on the interstate.
Yeah, just chewing on a guy's face.
Well, you know, what was he doing?
Bath salts.
Was it bath salts? I almost said spice. I'm like, oh, that's bath salts. Ooh, Jackson said headless horseman. Heck yes.
Yeah, see, I'm with that too. That's same type of, he had a jack-o'-lantern head. Ish.
And see, speaking of that, I am an extreme. Of course, I love Tim Burton. I'm an extreme fan of Burton's Sleepy Hollow. I think that was a really well made Headless Horseman movie.
Well, have you watched the series? The series was really freaking good.
Was it?
Yeah, it really was.
Where can I partake in that?
Hulu.
Okay.
I mean, give it a shot. The first couple episodes are a tad slow, but it really picks up, and I loved it, dude. I was really, really into it. Kind of bummed it ended, but
I have to go check it. I'm once again, like we did before, I'm looking for series and stuff like that to kind of bide my time since we're probably going to go on lockdown again.
Well, the thing with it is, I like the way they incorporate like American history, and they like try to explain things through American history as being directly resulted to this whole Headless Horseman situation.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, give it a shot. Trust me. I think you'll like it.
I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Brian, I'm sure I saw the second remake of Night of the Living Dead. I don't remember it. I don't know if that means it was any good or if it's just been a long time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. My sister did do the Headless Horseman with her horse at Silver Spring. So Silver Springs in Ocala, right? I don't know. Well, you're kind of far up there. I don't know if you know the Ocala region too well, but
I know of Silver Springs. I mean, I went there 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, well, they had a Halloween event there too, and my sister did a Headless Horseman thing for them. Completely forgot about that. That's weird.
I think that oh God, I'm gonna say it wrong, and I've been on the Haunted Overload. They have a Headless Horseman. Which is very cool. They got some really cool pictures. I did not know Silver Springs did a Halloween thing though. When I went to Silver Springs, this was like in the 80s, early 80s. That's probably the last time I ever went to Silver Springs.
Yeah, there's a shock that I forgot something. Right.
Brian, what's the deal with the remake? Is there anything particular about it that I just can't remember it? I remember I've seen it. Like I said, it's been didn't the remake happen in like the late 80s? Am I wrong? Probably.
Yeah, I've seen those videos, Vic. I don't know about the clown one. The Ringmaster one's the latest one you did, right? Well, they did like Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead remakes fairly recently. Not super recently.
Well, the original Night is definitely awesome.
Yeah.
One after that. Hmm.
Oh,
More than likely, I still did see it, but I just don't remember it.
while we're on the topic of this, by the way, Friday night we're gonna do the we're gonna do the horror Halloween trivia night. So this Friday's After Dark will be a trivia night.
Just for you, Brian.
I don't think
So
we're gonna
there's your
like.
trivia.
I don't think we'll make it just horror though, right? We'll do some Halloween trivia too. I think that'll be.
Oh yeah, it'll be haunt, Halloween, horror, all the above.
Hand
Tyler,
stilts.
do you know where I can get hand stilts so I can make a tall crawling creature? Um, Tyler, I don't. But do you know who you should? The page you should message um, is Stilt Beast Studios. That is Alan Hops, and he is the absolute man to ask for that kind of stuff because he will point you in a direction that for ones that are safe. Some people say, "Oh, you can get them real cheap here and there," and of course, you start using them and you kill yourself on them. So, go to Stilt Beast Studios Facebook page.
I'm putting the link
Uh,
in the chat right now.
Okay. And then ask them, and that's Alan Hops. He is literally, he's literally the man to ask, and he is extremely nice. He will have an answer for you ASAP. Link is
Right above
you,
you.
I think.
Yep. Gotcha, man.
Yeah. So sorry, I could point you like in the cheap directions, really, and that'd be it. But he will be able to do the medium ground of safe. Plague doctors have been getting a lot of attention this year.
Yeah, like actual ones though. Yeah,
like a heck lot. Yeah, like a heck lot.
I love plague doctors. I always have. I love the design. I mean, the whole background of plague doctors is kind of like terrifying, but yeah, I love the way they look and everything around them.
I've seen some really cool steampunk plague doctors that were just phenomenal.
That's what I try to get Riley to do. Steampunk plague doctor.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. While you're eating your smorgasbord of Halloween treats on Halloween. Damn it.
But you actually have to stuff the beak with herbs to make it actually realistic.
You shove patchouli in there.
There you go.
Make Mark spell it. I guess Mark's not with us tonight.
Not yet, no.
Maybe he is.
Nah, he's
something
at work.
else. Something must be ultra broken.
That's cool. Make sure you share some photos with us on our page whenever you get some photos down.
Yeah, everybody that's making costumes or doing something or whatever, definitely if you're cool with it, share some pictures. We'll put them up on the page. That's the kind of stuff that we love, especially if it's one of a kind, something you're doing yourself for yourself. That is always cool. And yes, Danny, plague doctors are creepy and awesome at the same time, except back when in the day when they were walking around for realsies. People probably didn't care for that very much.
Well, I mean, you were either a plague doctor or you're pretty much dead.
Or you were the plague. Yeah. But yeah, so Brian, if you make sure you heard that next Friday, and now that I know, I'll do an event page tonight or tomorrow. So Friday will be Halloween haunt and horror trivia. That will be a hoot. That's for Danny.
I'm gonna send a couple messages out to a few of the pages that we have that we're friends with, like the Halloween, old time Halloween pages and stuff. See if we can get some interesting trivia out of them.
Oh, there you go. Hopefully within a few weeks, I'll be able to divulge what the theme of my house is going to be. Not that
and then redivulge and probably amend that again.
Oh yeah, October 1st. I'm like, I'm tearing it all down.
Oh yeah, the Hushmen. Those were good. Or as Halloween Horror Nights referred to them as, I don't know. I guess they just called them Hushmen. I don't even know. It's a cool house though.
Yeah, I'm sure they were probably going to pull those out of the closet if they were going to open. I'm just kidding. Um,
See you, Jackson. Thanks for hanging out, man.
oh yeah, bye Jackson. Thanks for stopping by. Send us pictures. Wednesday, we're not too sure what's going on.
We'll probably
have
have
a guest.
something. Yeah. Something
Oh,
about
we'll have
Wednesday.
something. There's always something about. Friday definitely. It's good. We really are really going to try to be able to have event pages lined up so everybody knows what's going on. Of course, sometimes we get a guest like last minute, which is super awesome, but not enough time to really put a event page out that, or modify the one we've got.
I mean, do you guys like the Sunday like relaxed stream where it's just kind of like whatever, us just talking and interacting with you guys? If that's you guys are cool with that, I'd like to keep Sundays this way, and then maybe do guest stuff Wednesday and or whatever day if we change a day here and there. Who knows?
Yeah, like we've talked about before, it may, as we get closer to the season, things may ramp up. But I think having kind of a Sunday chill, the Sunday chill also allows us to kind of control the amount of time we're on, because people do have Monday, they go to work or they have kids, or things are going down, or they've had a busy weekend and they just kind of want to take it easy, maybe watch a movie or two. Cool, Aaron. Definitely send pictures. And thank you for enjoying the chillax. We won't call it chillaxing Sunday. Don't use that as a word. It's terrible. It's like very 80s or 90s. But we'll come up with something. Tyler says last year he went to gallery night in his ghillie suit and got some pretty good scares and some photo bombs.
Nice.
For folks that aren't sure, I mean, gallery night is pretty self-explanatory. Here in Pensacola downtown, every third, I believe, Friday night of a month, we have gallery night where they shut down multiple blocks of streets on what we call Palafox, and it allows vendors and art folks and businesses that usually would close after lunch to stay open. And on the October gallery night or the September, I can't remember which one, some of the haunted attractions and folks will go out there and promote by getting dressed. So that, for those that are not sure what gallery night is that Tyler's talking about, that's Pensacola's gallery night here in Pensacola, Florida. They usually draw a crowd of anywhere between 20 to 25,000 people every month. Closer it gets to Christmas, the crazier it gets. Between 20 to 25. So it's storming where you're at, huh, Brian? We need some more rain.
Those ghillie suits are effective too.
Yeah. Same thing. If you got any pictures, Tyler, man, pass them to us and we'll put them up there and peg you, tag you.
Oh man, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought now because I messed up. I messed up my screen and I had to go back to it, and I just completely lost what I was thinking of.
It's all good. I do that literally every second of every day. Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting to see who all is going to be open around the area. I know that Creepy Hollow will be open unless they get forcibly closed. Hopefully they don't. But and then of course also in Pensacola, which I haven't been to in years. I went to the first year. We have Pensacon, which I believe is in February, and lots and lots and lots of cosplayers with just brilliant costumes. I live vicariously um, through pictures and posts. I don't. Downtown gets to be a madhouse during Pensacon. I'm already just like, oh my god, downtown. Plus, I'm not too big into the uh, cosplay conventions. Of course, they have all the guests and stuff like that. Oddly enough, uh, some really awesome guests come to it. They just made the announcement that Anthony Michael Hall will be at this Pensacon, which I think is very cool.
That is
It
cool.
still does.
He looks
still
so
doesn't break.
different, man.
He looks old.
I know, but like
But he's old.
his transformation from like child to adult was really drastic. I don't know.
that's the politically correct way of saying it, I guess. Great actor though.
Yeah.
Great actor. But yeah, if there's anybody in the area or whatever, and check out pensacon.com. It's not really Halloween related, but it kind of is because there's folks that dress up as everything, and it's a pretty damn big event here. And the folks they get in, well, they had William Shatner last year.
Nice.
And of course, all these people they tour. They tour around. Deep Roy's been a couple of times. Just a slew of people. So, but it's fantastic. Some of the costumes, I'd love to see the same people make like Halloween specific costumes because I'm sure they'd be like completely awesome at it.
Brian said, when in character, is there one line you use or say to scare people? Personally, for me, it was never just like one line. When I was doing it, I was like having conversations. It wasn't just a simple get out or boo, as many of the other people were doing, because that's all they really had in their handbook. In fact, most Halloween Horror Night actors don't even say anything. They just have triggers and they go off audio cues. Hey, Gabby. Yeah, I don't think there really is just one simple line that anybody could use to scare. It's always, to me, if you're gonna do it correctly, you're always like reading the situation.
Yeah, I go up to them and when I was doing, I say I need TP for my bunghole. Just kidding. For me, it's all about the sights. You can scare somebody literally just by catching them off guard by presenting yourself. That to me is fun because then you're not missing out on their screams or their, if you're sitting there trying to, that's just me though.
Danny said, so Screamtown up in Minnesota, where my sister lives, just announced they are going to be open for sure. I can't wait for her review. Wow, that's a bold statement for them to be making all the way in July. Although there are a few places that are like, yeah, we're opening no matter what. But I think a lot of that's still to TBD.
Yeah, I mean, if your area or your city, county, state basically tells you can't, then that's it. And I think, going back with Halloween Horror Nights, I really think that those big places, they're going to get information from state officials way before anybody else does. I think Disney was anticipating with no knowledge something was happening. I think Universal was chugging along until they got a little bit of info, and that's when they decided to cut it out for this year. So, like I said, if your city, county, state tells you a big old no, then, and that's of course what Kevin Motorola at Creepy Hollow, that's what they're doing. They're just chugging along as if it's going to be a yes, because they would love to be open with as many safeguards as possible. But like he said, if they say no, then he's got contingency plans. So,
yep, plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Yep.
Be realistic,
though.
And
yes, and of course we'll say it again. we don't wish any of these places to be closed, but when they make the decision now, and they basically, for safety of their employees and customers, then of course the two of us typically go good call. But that does not mean that we're just hoping all of them close. I mean, we don't want any of them to close, but it's better to do the right thing than the stupid thing.
Yeah, if you have the ability to store stuff, and it's not going to cost you a ton of money, then for some of these for I would say what the mid tier haunt that can afford to stay in one location and they just keep all their stuff. I just keep going this year, build what you can, just make an investment for the future.
Danny, do you mean the governor of Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm thinking
that's how I'm reading it anyway. But yes, I believe that's what she meant.
Yeah, since you're in Florida, I was getting ready to go like, my God, if DeSantis did a statewide, there's people in my city that are going to go on a rampage. I'm going to close my door.
All right, Aaron, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Aaron. We'll see you Wednesday and or Friday, or both.
Why not both?
Why not both? Why not every time we're on? Because you never know. Okay, the governor of Minnesota, yeah. Our governor in Florida, he's going to wait until it's like 50,000 a day. He's like, well.
Well, I do have another question for everybody. Now, we do these streams. Is an hour good? Are you guys good with an hour? Would you prefer it to be a half an hour? Would you prefer it to be 45 minutes, an hour, or an hour and a half? What is like the range at which you're most attentive? At what point does this become too much and then you just tone out? I'm really interested to find this out so we can plan accordingly.
When should we put up an annoyance meter so that you can push a button and tell us it's time? Because Tyler, I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, like James said, we talk about it. And it's like, well, James and I, in certain situations, we can talk for a long time, but we do know that there's limits for some folks. And of course, we always say an hour if we don't have a guest or if there's really no set plan, or if it's just like a Sunday night. But it's not like we want to force y'all into an hour. If it's 45, like James said, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, hour and a half,
Well, I appreciate that, Vic. And Danny, thanks, of course, Vic. You'd say 5 hours.
Yes, Danny, the 5 hours. Maybe the closer we get to Halloween and I've restocked my caffeine pills. And still probably not. Tyler says, are y'all throwing a party for Halloween? Personally, at my house, no. However, anybody that wants to stop by can. It goes along lines that I don't want to instigate or propagate a bunch of people at my house during a pandemic. That's a responsible thing to do. So there's a very small 1, 2, 3 people that are welcome to come here, and they can even do it in shifts as there are more. I did personally invite Kevin Motorola from Creepy Hollow and whoever to enjoy Halloween here. I personally have contingency plans if I have a group of people that come to the house. It's a big ass house, it's a big ass yard. Stay the hell away from me.
Just make your costume with a giant 6-foot ring around you.
Yes, and there's trees everywhere. Pee where you want. But I'm kidding. I have bathrooms. But now James has a good idea. Trying to do a virtual Halloween party here with Haunters Anonymous. We have none of the details, but we would like to do something. We'll figure it out along the way. And James, are you going to have a party at your place?
No, I'm not doing just the usual stuff. No formal party. but we are definitely going to have one on Haunters Anonymous. And I'm thinking, this is just me now. I haven't actually talked to Mike about this. But I'm totally thinking of we do some kind of costume contest.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be fun. So we can have you either send a photo in beforehand and we'll put them up just like as a slideshow, or we could do it with video if people are cool with being on video. Some people don't. So some people just want like a photo. And that's cool too. We'll totally do just photos, but maybe we'll do something with that.
Yeah, I'm
Riley
200%
just
down with
like literally ran off the couch and over to me when I mentioned this.
I'm
So
sorry, the disclaimer is that
it's got to be appropriate.
yeah, family. Wait, and I can't think of the legalities. When you do like family and workers are not.
No, yeah, you can't win, Riley. Sorry.
What? Why?
There's legalities here.
I'll flash freeze some burnt pizza rolls, and I'll send her by send her to you. Let's see. 13 skeletons. Don't set a time limit. If the topic is good, keep going. And yes, 13. We actually do that. I mean, and if it wasn't for all of y'all being so cool, and questions like from you and Brian and Vic and just everybody chiming in, some of these may be like 5 minutes because James and we come in and we just, like I said, that Sunday night is pretty much going to be for all of y'all. It's always all for all of y'all, but no, if it goes for an hour and a half, it's like that one night we were talking about the movies. I got a list of movies I got to watch now. That was fantastic.
Hey Nick, what's up, man?
Hey Nick. Oh, damn it. No, I'm down with costume. We should yeah, a couple of contests maybe. Definitely faux show, no shadow of a doubt. And of course, this winners may not be announced till after Halloween because some people don't decorate their house till a few days before. But I think we should totally have a home haunt decorating contest too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That may not be. We'll get everything, and then it may not be until like first second week of November. But that's okay because Halloween is every day. But but yeah, Tyler, to kind of answer your question, we're going to have our own version of a Halloween party, probably multiple ones, with contests and everything else.
With as much copyright free music as possible.
Yeah.
You got to bring your own drinks though. Sorry.
Bring your own drinks because all I got is 2-liter Dr. Pepper. And by the way, I do limit myself to 1 2-liter. I don't drink it the whole night. I don't get like 3 or 4 of them because I'll just end up chugging them. I don't really do sodas that much. Probably like I haven't had a soda in, well, probably since last October, that I can remember. But yeah, bring your own drinks. BYOB. BYOV.
So I love this idea. So we're gonna have the first annual Haunters Anonymous costume and home haunt competitions. I like it, man. This is why I like Sunday nights. These things just pop up. You can decorate the lanai.
Well, she's saying her lanai will beat out my entire yard because I'm disqualified.
That is true. Yes.
I'm guessing that's what she means. But you know what? Any decoration is awesome. I mean, everybody wins if you decorate. Everybody wins if you dress up.
Maybe not so much a competition as much as it is. I don't know. Figure that out.
We'll come up with some such or another because it's a competition sounds kind of harsh. I mean, not in a bad way, but
everybody that does it will get a sticker.
No, not you. I heard that.
You don't get one. No participation trophy for you.
We'll have yeet the treat contest.
See how far you can yeet the treat the furthest.
Yeah.
Who's yeeting the treats the farthest?
I'll get in my car and start going down the road. Which, wait a minute, I'll tell you, you're 6 foot. You're 6 foot 6 inches.
Why
and
is
you,
everyone a giant around
Oh.
here?
That's why. Yeah, no. That's why he needs hand stilts. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, Tyler, totally. 6'6". Yeah, there's some tall. We know some tall folks now. Um, yeah, Alan Hops was still beast. He will be able to help you out on that very much. 13 Skeleton says, I have a quick questions about my home haunt with an outhouse on stilts. Does bricks coming from the bottom make any sense? You know, shitting bricks. 13, it made me cackle.
I think it's
The younger
hilarious.
generation, yeah, I don't know if they would get it. I don't see why not. 13, anything you do is going to be awesome.
Right?
Just roll the ideas and just do it. Don't ask us peons. Danny wants a White Claw competition. Oh no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I'm saying let's have a competition when your whole life is Halloween. Participation trophy.
So I'm 6'4". You're over 6 foot.
6'1".
Mark's 6'4", 6'5", whatever. Ronnie is like 6'5". If we all stood on each other's shoulders, we would be the tallest group in existence. Everyone around here is just stupidly tall. Oh
That's
yeah, I
it.
remember the Skittles thing. I still like the Skittle idea. The cotton candy. The cotton candy didn't weigh enough.
Yeah. Of course, you get a bubble machine. Didn't we talk about a bubble machine? You put a bubble machine in there and just have them floating out of the bottom of the.
Yeah, the bubbles
outhouse.
bubbles wouldn't trigger it.
Ah, that's right. I like the bricks. Now, Brian, you're not short.
We're
How
just
tall are
tall.
you, yeah, we're just tall.
Vic 6'3". Welcome to the land of giants, folks.
the island of misfit giant Halloween toys. Tyler told Brian that sucks to be you, short boy.
How's the air down there?
Yeah. Let's see. Nick's 5'9", but then again, oh my god, I'd love
You're
to
still
have some
above the curve though. 5'9" still, I think, above average, right?
Probably, yeah. I think the shortest person that we have who's haven't been here in a while is Lee.
My poor wife's only 5'2", so.
Oh wow! Holy what? Really?
Yep. And that's stretching it. I'm being generous when I say 5'2".
If we hear a big smacking noise, that's James getting hit in the head. Attack on Titans. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, we're definitely planning things. The months are definitely getting away from us. I will say that, and I say that also just because of my lack of settling on a theme. And I actually have to have 2 themes. So, I have 2 sides of the yard that have to be decorated. The front porch is just going to be fun and games. That's always just the front porch is always a hodgepodge. That's what makes it so much fun. But
I still want the pirate ship to make a return.
Here's the deal. The pirate ship is on like the top 3 or 4 list. It actually may return. I actually caught myself sitting here thinking about how I can do the masts in sections. And I'm like, oh, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I could just make them instead of having full 10-foot lengths of PVC pipe. I was like, oh, you know what? And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, does this mean that the pirate ship is on the list? And I was talking to myself because I'm getting old, and I'm like, yeah, it's on the list. It may actually return. I will tell you. I mean, I'll tell you right now. It's Dane's mom's 4'11". Huh. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait, did your mom say that Tiffany's 4'8"?
Oh yeah, but she's at least 5 foot 5'1".
Oh my God. So if you hear another smacking noise, it's James's mom getting hit in the head. Um, yeah, skeletons are 5 feet. Vic,
Nick,
that's true. Thank you.
um,
But
just send us a
also,
message.
oh, sorry. Also, though, people need to go to Vic's YouTube channel for all of his super awesome stuff. It's Vic Springston. And we do have the podcast. If you want to listen to this podcast, we are slowly getting everything sent up onto the podcast platform. I'm sorry,
Spotify.
I had to. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. So now I see. Yeah, Nick, what James said. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah, man, just send us a message on the Hunters Anonymous page. Just go click message, and then we'll get to you. We answer like almost immediately, generally.
And if not, don't fret. We will get to you. But no, we're all about the guests, especially. I mean, we'll say this again. We say this every once in a while. You know, there's some awesome people out there, minus one right now, who gets to have a lot of interviews done, and they're big in the industry and all that stuff. We are all about the home haunts, the cool folks like y'all, who are just as important as the people who either own big haunts or are big vendors, or you hear about them all the time. Um, that's what Haunters Anonymous is about. It all makes up Halloween and the haunt season. All of us do, no matter what we do. Um,
Huh.
Tyler says, what? Oh, go ahead, James.
I was laughing at that. What's your Halloween fail? The list is a little too long for me to even get into.
Apparently, Tyler, my fail is that Tiffany doesn't cook at my house.
Yeah.
Me and my pizza rolls. Uh, and I will give you the legitimate answer for that. Tyler, my Halloween fail every year is not coming up with exactly what I'm going to do early in the game. So many people, especially people that James and I know, they're like, oh, um, I know what I'm going to do next year in November 1st. And I'm like, I could do all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's August 1st. Let me make a decision. My this is going to sound obnoxious. I don't mean it to. But it's a good problem to have. Some people that decorate their homes, they complain because they're like, I have this tiny little yard, or all I have is my little porch, or I have a balcony on my apartment. And I have so many ideas and I would love to do it, but I don't have enough room. And of course, I say on that, if all you can do is put out a pumpkin and turn your porch light on, you're doing awesome. That is awesome. My issue is opposite. I have a ton of yard that's visible from the main street in my neighborhood, and it would look insanely stupid if I did something small in a big yard. I have a lot of yard I have to decorate, and I'm one of those people where it's like it has to be all over the damn place. That's my fail. I wait too long every year. Um, every year. Wait a minute. I saw the word nude. Get on the show, send in 3. Yeah. You just go ahead and send those straight to James.
Damn it, Vic. No. I get one nude and I'm coming to find you, Vic.
Vic, see, the deal is we haven't had Jabby in here, so somebody has to take over for him. So Vic is now officially the horny clown replacement when Jabby's not here.
Yeah. My biggest fail for the haunt thing is every year. I'm a computer guy. I suck at making stuff like woodworking and like cutting a straight line. I can't even draw a straight line. So, uh, for me, it's always getting any kind of motivation to do that kind of crap. I'm horrible at it. So, yeah, I know you're good at stuff.
See, it's a family affair. Of course, on my end, it's I very rarely allow anybody to help me, um, because it's very calming when I start. A friend of mine helped many years ago when the first time I did the pirate ship, and it just drove me crazy. I was like, "Get out of my yard! Get out of my yard! You're killing me!" Because I just have a certain way and a certain thing and a this, and uh, it's awesome for people to come and help or whatever, but it seems like people will come over and they want to make one particular thing 10 times harder than it should be, and I'm just going like, I just can't do it. Can we do a let the haunts open? Sure.
I'm for it.
I had to capitalize that in my head to figure out.
It's not there now. It won't let me react to it. Save the haunts. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, he deleted. He changed it. All right.
God dog it.
I'm gonna pin that one. I'm gonna replace "Eat the Treats" for now because we all know "Eat the Treats" is the motto for this year. But I'm gonna get a lot more into it this year. Well, everybody's gonna have the time, so yes, and I will share photos of your Freddy mask when it's done. So
Yay, but no sticker for you.
still no sticker.
I will steal those stickers.
Booness.
I know where they sleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, and we have to get on the ball for 13 skeletons about the rest of Dolos.
Well, I defer to you on that one.
Yeah, I know. I've got oh my gosh. I was amazed I got caught up with the YouTube videos Saturday
I saw
night.
that. I got like 75 alerts for some reason.
Yeah. Well, the way I do it, since I'm doing like these huge, and that we are caught up until tonight, we are caught up on YouTube. Tonight, I believe tonight's episode is number 50, which is completely awesome. And it's all because of y'all. Danny, I'm glad you're going to get more into it this year. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. You know what else we need? Hashtag. You guys need to do a hashtag happy birthday, Mike, because tomorrow's his birthday.
Hey, thank you. Yep, tomorrow's my birthday. In human years, I'll be a half century old. In vampire years, I'll be 4,000 quadrillion years old. But yeah, tomorrow's a birthday. I'm gonna get a hamburger.
Half a century old. I heard the bones creak a little more when you said that.
Yes. I'm doing pretty good. Well, thanks, Tyler. Oh, look, I get a hashtag.
That's what I said, man. We need that hashtag happy birthday, Mike.
Oh, that's
pay attention, damn it.
I'm getting old. and now I'm freaking out because I'm like, man, I really do need to. Maybe we should do that as like maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll do that. I know what we'll do. I'll pick the 4 themes. No, I'll pick the 5 themes that are in my head. I won't say them tonight. We will put them out. Thank you, Ellen. We'll put them out and we'll let everybody vote on the 2 themes they'd like to see at the house.
There you go.
Try that, James?
Yeah.
And the way it works at my house is there's primary and secondary, which means primary theme is the big display and the part of the yard that really is visible. Secondary, and I'll take pictures. Secondary is the display that can be seen from the road, but is not as visible because the house kind of hides it. So it's not usually as involved, if that makes sense. But we'll just do that. I'll pick because I have to do 5 because if I only do 3 or 4, it doesn't give me a lot of doesn't give me a lot of wiggle room. Doesn't give y'all a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah.
We'll do it that way.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I know which one's going to probably win the primary. Do you think you'll have a 3D of Mr. Dolos or something more like a mask of him? Oof.
That's outside my realm of digital capabilities, unfortunately. My design like that is limited.
13, when you say a mask, do you mean a physical mask? Because that might be for this year might be a little on the hard side to do with time constraints.
Hey, if anybody does make masks, that's a great idea though. Let's get a Mr. Dolos mask, because I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And like just put black cloth between, the head and the jaw, how the separation is. I think it would work. I'm for that.
Yeah.
13 rolling out the big ideas right now.
Yeah, we'd have to. I know that a custom mask can get pretty. I mean, if you have somebody that can sculpt, yeah, that is an interesting idea though. Castle facade 14 foot tall. Well, height is not a huge issue for me. There you go. There you go. Riley just volunteered to make the Dolos mask.
I know.
Everyone in favor say aye.
If she ever gets done with the Freddy mask.
I am working on it.
A one-dimensional blow up his face.
Blow up of his face. That's doable. We will definitely. I'll work on some of the your request 13 for sure. Oh, Kevin's here.
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin and Moto.
Mr. Dolos, that's what we need sculpted.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Excuse me. 3-dimensional wise, like I said, it something like that you would. I mean, we don't have a visual back of Mr. Dolos, but that would not be that difficult. It's just the back of a skull.
Yep.
Moto, see, I knew we needed our porn clown here. Since Jabby wasn't here, we got an actual porn clown. That's great.
I badly want to say the thing that we talked about that night. But it is not a Friday night affair.
You're talking about?
Oh, I'm just gonna type it to him because it's.
Oh, I know what you're getting ready to. Okay, yeah. But that's yeah. So I think. Why is your mom trying to put Raleigh to bed?
Because the conversation took a leap.
Oh, no. This is a Sunday night. This is a PG night. We're good. Well, that's why we're calling it. Normally, Moto, we've got Jabby in here. Jabby Michael, and normally he's like constantly, even. I mean, we could be in like, I don't know, a live chat Catholic mass, and he would still be all porn clowning everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of funny. But so I think that's what I'll do. I think that I'll get 5 things, and then we'll put it as a poll or something. And then let everybody decide, and then I'll explain the primary and secondary. The other thing too, just to let everybody know, the secondary is also designed that if I don't have enough time to get to it, that it's not a big deal. If that makes sense. But yeah, so that'll help me out because James, you're definitely doing the you're definitely doing a graveyard, right?
Yeah. In fact, I have 2 water atomizers that I'm going to be working on. I've already got a little cauldron that I'm going to set up. So you should see some updates on that pretty soon.
Sweet. And then I am going to. I think we talked about this. I am going to be live streaming some of the building, and then I will definitely be live streaming probably multiple cameras Halloween night.
As will I. So Halloween night on Haunters Anonymous, because we're just gonna do a live and leave it up, streaming the cameras because I can capture everything. So
Yeah,
Halloween
yeah,
night's gonna be
we'll
interesting.
huh?
Halloween night will be interesting. It'll be fun on here.
It's gonna be very interesting. It will. I mean, we like James said, we'll be up and running with a live stream. We may not be here like we are now, um, but you'll be able to. On my end, I know you'll be able to hear and see what's going on because I'm going to set mine up. At least one on the porch and then one on the primary display. Maybe on the secondary too, but
Well, depending on how things play out, if trick or treating, how that all works, I can either have my laptop outside with me while we're out there, or so I'll be around. I'll be interacting with people on the stream and everything while we're sitting out there, eating the treats to people.
yes, and hopefully, that's one thing. I mean, um, once again, we definitely, and saying it again, we don't want any of the haunted attractions to close. We do thumbs up if they make the decision to be safe. But of course, we definitely don't want trick or treat to be canceled. And we're very quickly running out of time for people to try and do their part in bringing the numbers down for our pandemic. If it gets to a certain level at a certain time in the near future, um, cities, counties, states may shut down Halloween altogether. "Quote unquote" shut it down as in the trick or treating part, because everybody still should decorate their house. Uh, so we all got to do our part to save Halloween, and save the haunts, like Tyler said. Well, Vic, you should totally set your garage up. Tyler, I'm glad you should set your house up. Um, Dude, this is what it's all about. If it's what it's all. Even if you set it up, just to live stream it or take pictures and send it.
You film it, send it to me. I'll put it up with our live streams on Halloween. It's easy.
Yeah. I mean, and we can have up to 100 live streams until your computer
I can have as many videos. I mean, my computer is way overbuilt for this, so we could have this whole screen nothing but random videos and live streams of people's haunts.
And maybe we should come up with 100 strong, or 100 haunts, and really see if we can push the envelope of see how many people who are set up for live streaming, and just on Halloween night, just have a live stream from Haunters Anonymous that has tons of home haunts that are sharing the magic virtually.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyler says, should I dress up and go to downtown Pensacola as a Plant ghillie suit? That would be awesome. The unfortunate thing, the bummer thing about it is, I don't think we're going to have any more gallery nights this year. If you do that in general during a pandemic, you might get drop kicked. I don't know.
Rough year for that.
Huh?
Rough year to be trying to do that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Every once in a while it's breaking up on me, and I'm sure it's me. But yeah, Tyler, we're I guarantee you we're not going to see any gallery nights for the rest of this year.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Vic.
Put it on
You're-
YouTube live stream. I'll link it.
Hell yeah.
I'll share it on here. Whatever, whatever you want.
Everything and anything possible. I like that idea though. I mean, I think it would be super cool to see literally how many live streams we can get on Halloween night, so that folks that can't decorate, or maybe they, for whatever reason, or maybe they're just too bummed to decorate, they can enjoy everything virtually on Halloween night. I'm gonna definitely I'll definitely be live streaming. James will
as will
definitely
I.
be.
Yep.
Because that's what it's all about. I mean, it's one thing to say, and I guess too, it's kind of sad. It's one thing to report to all of you when we find out a haunted attraction's closing, one that charges 15, 25, whatever dollars, big, small, whatever. It's even a bigger bummer when you have a home haunt that says they just aren't going to decorate because they don't think the kids will be around. That's a bummer. And I'm not bashing them because I understand where they're coming from. But if you just let the magic fade out on that night, then yeah, Halloween is canceled. As far as the people around you, it is canceled. If you decorate, you may not be able to do a little haunted walkthrough at your house. But and there are some that are saying that too, which is good. They can't do the little walkthrough, but they're definitely going to just jazz it up for Halloween, and that's awesome.
Yeah, there's that one that's doing. They have their usual walkthrough. They turned it into a drive-by. So
yeah,
whatever you do.
And then of course, we were promoting the hell out of that. And 13 Skeletons is they are the mascot. They are Haunter's Anonymous mascot for the decorated yard drive-by bit. So they were just given that title. I think they knew they had the title many moons ago, but officially they are now the mascot. They are the leaderboard, the one to try and take the crown from, which you won't be able to do.
Oh, hey, I want to throw this out to Vic too, because he was talking about doing up his garage and everything. When you do your garage up like that, you should come up with a name for it and then make a social media page on like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and then just continually post about it, and then you can link that with your YouTube and get more. Like you could just explode with it, man. And we could definitely, obviously we're going to share it if it's something that, if you get a page, we can share it out just like we do with the YouTube page.
Yeah. I mean, that's 100%, 1,000% great idea. Anybody here that's going to do anything, it's absolutely free to make a Facebook page. Do it. If you're going to decorate your house, make a Facebook page. Make it a thing. Then you can grow your numbers. Like James said, we'll shove you out there. We're constantly shoving everybody out there.
Oh, Marshall's asking how to get some pumpkins and skeletons. I hope your answer to that question was yes. Like, just always yes.
Yes. And Ellen, you're very right. 13 Skeletons is the best. Many hearts. What about Spooky Scary Skeletons? Like that one song? That's an awesome song, actually.
I like I really like that remix version of it.
Yeah.
That kills me.
Too bad that's copyrighted because we'll play that. We play that too. No, we have our theme song, but
hey, Reginald, what's up, man?
Hey, Reginald. But yeah, decorate and then take pictures. Like I said, I know that some people won't be able to do it or don't feel really that sporty about doing it. Like some of us, I mean, I've got to start mid-August with actually physically putting stuff out. Especially if I'm going to do large things that are going to require, going through a hurricane.
Yeah, isn't there one heading towards Florida?
Yeah, sure. Why not? When is there not a hurricane coming to Florida? I mean,
in July.
Oh, Merry Christmas. There's a hurricane outside. Yeah. Of course, our hurricane season goes through November,
Yeah.
I think.
It does, yeah,
Um,
November.
so yeah, so I'm literally when I say that I have to build stuff to go through a hurricane, I totally mean it. Because you never know. Yeah, there's one that they just thought it was going to be like kind of a bit windy, headed for Texas and kablamo. I think it turned into a small hurricane or something pretty wild. And there's one that's about 5 days from entering the Gulf of Mexico, and when it hits the Gulf of Mexico, it's going to explode. Um, and then you just roll the dice because they were better at predicting where hurricanes were going 20, 30 years ago when they had less satellites up in orbit. Now they can't predict where one's going if it's at their front door. Um, yeah, and actually, Reginald, that's true. Happy birthday. Here's a hurricane. For realsies. Um, oh, did it? Yeah, Hannah blasted Texas. See, and it's just did it? Oh, it was a category 1, huh? Yeah, see, and that they didn't expect. They just were like, oh, bippity boppity boo, and like literally it went kablamo, and it's because it got to stay in the Gulf a little bit longer than they anticipated. The Gulf of Mexico is in the upper 80s, I think, degree Fahrenheit, which is just way too hot. So that one that's coming, and I think there's one behind it. Oh, wow, Tyler. Thank you for that. Tyler says, hey, I'm a firefighter and I have to go in and help people after the aftermath. That, sir, is awesome. Highly commendable. Thank you for what you do.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
don't do it in a ghillie suit. That was my joke. It's a terrible joke.
Whoosh.
Yeah. But thank you for doing that. Because man, hurricanes can absolutely wreak havoc. But yeah, there's one. I think they said it's 5 days out. But I will tell you that once it hits the Gulf. So of course some of the models show it going straight through the peninsula of Florida.
Vic, we get tornadoes. We lived in Texas for a while. I'm all about the tornado life.
I've only knock on wood. Let me go find some wood in the house, which is everywhere. There we go. I had a tornado probably about 3/4 of a block from my house, and it was the damnedest, strangest thing. I'd rather have a hurricane, because I was literally in the front room of my house, and it was kind of cloudy, but that was it. And then the whole house just started rumbling, and I'm like, "What in the hell is that?" I'm like, "What in the hell is that?" And it just kept going, and all of a sudden I realized, is that a tornado? And I went on my porch and looked to the left. I'm like, well, there's just a damn tornado that just came on shore. Well, let me go make some hot pockets and just call it a day. But anyway, yeah, I don't like tornadoes. Earthquakes, I probably wouldn't like those either.
I think I'd rather have an earthquake than a hurricane. Just because the earthquake, it can be violent, but they don't last as long as a hurricane does generally.
Right.
So just
Oh, that's true.
get it done, get it over with.
I just, I haven't been through an earthquake. I don't know. I've been through multiple hurricanes, big ones too, here in this house. And I guess it's just like, well, it's still here. I don't want to go through a hurricane, so I don't want to jinx myself. I'm gonna go find some more damn wood to knock on. There we go. But yeah, Tyler, man, pizza rolls and hot pockets. What the
I'm
hey?
stuffing pizza rolls in hot pockets.
I ran out of pizza rolls yesterday. Now I won't get some more, but it's a pandemic. I don't want to leave my house. Yeah, see, tornadoes, the one that I've been through, quote unquote, like when I say been through it, I know it was a small one, but it, man, no. Oh, wow. Vic, that's terrible.
It is crazy.
See, tornadoes are just now. This is where we need Ashton with her infatuation with Twister, but tornadoes are just so incredibly fast and incredibly violent, and for what they do, they're so compact. That it's just the amount of power in such a short amount of time. See, with me, a hurricane's like, okay, well, 7 hours later, and you still sound like a freight train's over your house, and you're just sitting here like, well, eventually it'll be gone.
Yeah, but then you get the hurricanes that are basically strong tornadoes, but in like massive mileage.
Well, yeah, but Hurricane Ivan. I mean, I'm staring at the room that I was just chilling out in when it literally impacted Pensacola, and it was a pretty good 4, and the amount of crap it did to Pensacola was absolutely crazy. I got video of that. I don't know. Nobody wants to go through any of that stuff, but I think since I've been through my share of pretty good sized hurricanes, I'm like,
That's crazy. Skeletons going through a hurricane in New Jersey.
Yeah. Did they fare okay? I see that. I see that comment, Ellen. But hopefully we don't go through. I mean, we've already got. I mean, I can't imagine what the place in Texas just went through, and through a pandemic. I mean, come on. I mean, what the hell? It's bad enough having one or the other. And yeah, I don't know. But like my grandmother said, nothing you can do about it. If hurricane's gonna come, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Danny, that's true. Tornadoes don't give you a chance to pee first.
Well, they've gotten to the point now where you get a good 5 minutes at least.
Yay for 5 minutes of hell.
What was Dorothy all about if not giving us that 5 minutes? And Dorothy, obviously, I'm referring to the weather system in Twister.
Oh yeah. See, Ashton's probably like fast asleep, and all of a sudden
she heard it. She just pops up. You said Twister 3 times. She Beetlejuices her way into the jet.
But yeah, so definitely, long story long is nobody wants any of it, I guess. If we had an earthquake in Florida, geez, I mean, we had an ice storm several years ago, and you would think that it was literally the horsemen of the apocalypse were riding through the town. People didn't know what the hell to do. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no hail. No, thank you. Reginald says, I'll admit nothing scarier for someone who's lived in LA for most of my life. Move to the Midwest for 3 years and then hear tornado sirens for the first time. Yeah.
That's true, man. When we moved to Texas from Florida, we went through all the hurricanes in Florida and then moved to Texas for a few years. And let me tell you, the first legit storm that we had in Texas, I was like, oh boy, this is a whole new ball of fun. Because like the sky does things that you can't get in like photos or videos. It's just the colors and like the violence that you see in the atmosphere is insane. But the Texas tornado, not something you want to be around.
No, see, I just think, like I said, that one tornado that came, and I know it was a little tiny old thing. Even a hurricane never rattled the house like that thing did. Like I said, I've been in this house for multiple good-sized hurricanes, and I was just like, oh, that was bull mess, y'all. I was like, nope. I have people that move into the neighborhood, and they'll stop by the house and never. All they know of is like, it's Florida, it's hurricane, and they lived in wherever the hell. They've never been through a hurricane. And like, Mike, what do we do during a hurricane? And I'm like, well, apparently you're going to scream. But
That's actually pretty funny, 13. Had them tied to the tree and blowing in the wind as they held on.
oh, that's funny. That is funny. That's funny.
That's exactly something I would expect you to do.
Yeah, it's true, Charlie. Y'all had a pretty rocking fire in that area, and that was pretty wild too. It was actually a wildfire.
Well, we had those. Like I think we were vacated from our house for 2 weeks because of one. They literally were dropping the flame retardant from the big jets literally across our driveway.
Oh my god.
No good, man. That sucked. I don't want to relive this. Let's do something more fun here.
Yay.
Now we just get snow, damn it. And I'm all right with it.
Yeah, the hell with snow.
First year we moved up here, we got 48 inches of snow.
No. No.
The very first January.
No. We, like I said, I have pictures of it too. When we got, I mean, it was nothing. It was just enough to turn everything white. You couldn't pick it up off the ground. Actually, it hit the ground and it immediately turned into ice, and so everything you touched was this slippery, slidey. And it here in Pensacola, it shut us down. It literally a centimeter or less of snow and ice just was like, and we're shut down. They shut all the bridges down. There was no traffic. At the time, I had cranked everything that was gas in the house, fireplace, stove, everything was just cranked up because I didn't want ice. I guess in my head, I didn't want ice to form on the roof. Like, I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what this cold shit is. Get out of here.
Well, it wasn't it wasn't the cold part. It was just the ice part. And so I literally watched as the ice was melting off my roof because I have no insulation. It was melting off my roof, and it was dripping down and turning to ice as it was dripping down. And that's that story.
Well, we literally the January the first January we lived up here, we had Winter Storm Jonas, and that was fantastic. But luckily, it hasn't been anything like that. We had a few good snowstorms 2 years ago. We had like one or two last year. Last year was really on the light side as far as snow goes. I think we had one storm where it was like driving got sketchy, but other than that, it was nothing.
Yeah, no. So that's I mean, people they make a lot of people made fun of us all over the world. I think they're like, oh, it's snowing in Pensacola, and look at them,
they're shut down.
Yeah, they have completely shut their city down. But during a hurricane, we're out buying bread. Yay, hurricanes! But no, we had it was like I don't even know. I mean, I've got pictures. It was pretty, but literally there was not a word out of my mouth that was not a swear word for like 2 days.
I know you're not into the snow, but I'm telling you, if you go somewhere and you get into a decent snowstorm, you will not believe how quiet everything is when it's snowing. It is the weirdest experience when it's snowing. It is completely silent all around.
Well, and
it's really something you have to experience at least once, whether you're like, just go visit somewhere and just hang out, when it's snowing, just stand outside and be like, wow, it's crazy.
Well, and it always looks pretty on the TV. Away from me, but no, I'm sure at some point in my life that I probably will. We've actually had in my lifetime 2 times that it has snowed, quote unquote, here in Pensacola. The first time was, I think, the late 70s, and it was a bunch of bull mess then too. Everybody's like, "The hell is this?" And I'm sure. I know. I'm sure it's real pretty. I'm sure it's just all pretty and stuff. I just as I drink my cold sweet tea, watching it on TV, going like bull mess. Oh, look at that. Let me crank that. Let me crank the sound up to 3,000. Oh, it's so quiet in that bull mess.
It's negative
Um,
19 degrees here, and you're sitting with the windows open in shorts with a fan on.
yeah, yeah. But I guess I would prefer snow over a tornado, and I'd prefer snow over an earthquake.
Yeah,
I
I don't want a snow
I'm sure.
NATO.
Yeah, I'm sure snow over. I'd prefer snow over a hurricane too, but we're kind of pushing it with that. It's kind of sad. Um,
Well, this has been an interesting turn.
yeah, now we're talking about natural disasters and how much I hate snow. Welcome to Haunters Anonymous.
This is Sunday.
Sunday.
I do wear my shorts. I shovel snow in my shorts. I'm not gonna lie about that. I absolutely just wear my shorts out in the snow.
That's probably what I would do. But the cold doesn't bother me. I love the cold, but not when it's frozen water associated with it. Um, blizzards suck. Ruined Halloween one year. Yeah. Well, pandemic's trying to do it this year, so
Yeah, I'd rather have a blizzard.
I would 3 trillion bazillion% prefer a blizzard over a damn pandemic
True.
because then you don't have to yeet the treats at the kids. You're just like, oh, those kids are frozen. I'm going to eat their candy. The kids are frozen to the ground. Their candy's mine. But yes, so all of this talk of pandemics and apocalyptic thing. Of course, I am also a firm believer that the Yellowstone caldera will probably erupt right before Halloween this year. Um, for
Don't
those
you
that
put
don't
that
know,
evil on us?
yeah, it's a super volcano at Yellowstone. Um, that's people talk about Duncan Mogwais. I'm saying super volcano.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it'll snow eventually on the East Coast. Then Florida, Florida's gonna get really cold.
yes, it will. Yes, it will. But who the hell knows? Uh, yeah, rain 4 years in a row for Halloween.
It's the end of the world in Los Angeles when it rains.
God, no kidding. But so that's like I said, all this fun and games and which of course talk is amazing. I think y'all could actually keep this going for 5 hours. We have to be sure that you decorate. We have to all be sure that we all decorate. We have to be sure that Halloween is not canceled, um, which it can't be canceled if you decorate. I mean, they may all say no trick or treating. Well, it is what it is. But people that pass by my house better have their windows open, or they're going to get cracked windshields from full-fledged Snicker bars. Because if they can't hear me scream, you eat the treat. They're going to be in for a surprise when it's like smashing up against their windshield.
Oh God. It's gonna be on the
Yeah,
news. Kids running and screaming from terrifying man launching candy at them.
Yeah, what better way to get in the news for next year than the House of Yeet the Treats? Last year, 2020, crazy man was yeeting the treats at children who were just trying to skateboard down the street.
Surprise Snickers to the window. Nothing beats a surprise Snickers.
Yeah, and and this may be the year for the full. I mean, of course, the small ones too can be pretty rock hard.
He's freezing them before you launch them.
Well, that now that you said that, I may have to. Let's see here. 13 says, "Have you ever heard of whoa? Have you ever heard of some towns wanting Halloween only on the weekend?" Yes.
Yeah, I heard about
13, and that's absurd.
As a matter of
If
fact,
this was,
we did it last year, the weekend after Halloween, because it rained here.
well, that's a legitimate reason. I mean, that's but there's folks that just think that it's safer, and then there's some candy manufacturers that are like, oh, that's true, and they're just crazy. If this was a Friday night, I'd be f bombing the hell out of my answer to people that want to change the day that treats go on. No, no, but yeah, and they try to do a petition, and no, and the thing, of course, this year is Halloween is on Saturday night anyway. Um, but I'm a firm believer that trick or treat is on the 31st. That's when the magic is, unless you have some sort of thing going on. So, like rain or snow or earthquake or hurricane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Sometimes you just got to suck it up for the holiday.
Yeah, and I mean Reginald, yeah, totally, yeah. That sometimes the Sunday night thing, but yeah, just call out of work. I don't care. You can quit work. Don't let the kids go to school. If Halloween's on Sunday night, then you should make every excuse on the planet not to be productive the next day because eat your candy.
I think eating
Monday,
the treats is a good reason to not have to work the next.
Yeah, I think eating the treat, yeah, especially if you get pegged in the head by it, or you're having to get your car windshield replaced because I've pelted you with too many Snickers bars.
We need to get Safelite on the phone and get a sponsorship with Safelite.
Dear Safelite, this year is eating the treats, and I tend to throw fairly thick candy bars. What kind of deal can you give us? Insurance rates going up all over the place because people in their passenger and or driver side windows getting taken out by a damn Mars bar. But no, the answer, I thoroughly believe that whatever the 31st falls on is the night of trick or treat. I know people change their parties to the weekends and all that stuff, but trick or treat, it's from the time the sun goes down till maybe 9 o'clock, maybe later, or earlier. There's no reason to postpone something. A lot of the people that were saying that it should be on the weekends for safety reasons, and it's like if you can't, and a lot of those people were saying, yeah, my kids go out, and I wanted to say, why aren't you out with your kids? Why aren't you taking them trick or treating? Don't let one small kid lead another small kid all the hell over the place. That was fine in the 1950s, 60s, and whatever the hell. But these days, it's a little bit crazier. It's parents to me being lazy.
Those damn hipsters, man.
Yeah, and once again, if it was Friday night, there would have been some choice words before the word lazy. But yeah, so if you can't go with your kids and keep them off the streets on a Tuesday night, let's say, for a couple hours to experience Halloween on Halloween night, then I don't know. I don't even have an answer for that. That you're just lazy, and should not be a parent. That sounds terrible, but and why not go with them? You'll get candy too. I mean, every person that came to my house they were with adults, and I was like, I don't know why y'all are standing at the street. Come here and get some candy. They're like, oh, we got some candy. Oh, and they're shoving it in their pockets. And I'm like, eat it now. It's chocolate. So anyway, yeah. Long story short, for me, Halloween night is Halloween night. That's when you trick or treat. You want to have your parties before or after? That's fine. But yeah. You're right, Tyler. You are never too old to trick or treat. Thank you so much for that. And I sure wish. There we go. There's the love.
I got this.
Well, unfortunately, I almost blocked Tyler for no reason. I think what it is I think my screen, this particular screen, once I tap it too much, it starts getting a little oil on it, and it doesn't respond all that great. And so trying to like or love something ends up being, haha, you're blocked. Um, I don't mean to. Um, but that's pretty much, yeah. So we're going to continue encouraging everybody to decorate your house as much or as little as you can. Um, we're going to continue saying yeet the treats. Hopefully trick or treat can happen this year. I think that personally, it's one of the things I think we could work around. Literally, if you just like, I'll tell you, like here in Pensacola, if for some reason they decide trick or treat can't happen, I'm going to go to them and I'm going to go to city council. I'm going to be like, look, to send all the kids to my house. We're in yeet the treat mode, and literally, I'll throw bags of candy in their window. And I only got one good eye, so half of it's going to end up across their windshield. But um, that's why you just have multiple bags. But yeah, and I do. I unfortunately for a while I was trying to report Ellen like every time she came on the screen. But I just don't. I think that, I mean, there are ways to do trick or treat that are safe, that don't necessarily mean that you have to get out of your car. Um, I've already started seeing some folks little inventions for doing it this year. Some of them I'm not too. I don't think they get the whole touchy pandemic-y thing. Their heart's in the right place, but um, they're not quite getting the whole. Really, probably shouldn't come up to the house, and maybe you shouldn't have 100 kids touch the same bowl.
Individual bags. Take a bag. Take a bag.
Yeah, Tyler, man. Man, bottom of my heart, man. I hate to hear that. It messed up a lot of folks' high school graduations, university, college. It has this pandemic BS has been unfair across the board. Um, Biggest thing to remember is you're still healthy. Um, all this was done to keep you and everybody else safe. Congratulations on graduating, by the way. That is a milestone that you should hold near and dear. And it's not a consolation, but your class had the odd opportunity of graduating during a pandemic, which hasn't happened in 100 years. Not a consolation prize, but it sure as hell one to put down in the history books that you can tell stories for years to come. And dude, you're a haunter, so the fact that you're a haunter, you should totally give yourself thumbs up on that too. Yeah, who knows what China's eating? I know that getting electronics from there right now is kind of difficult, but it did not help much.
Well,
Here's a $10 gift card to Kroger. Go get yourself some candy. Whew, you know what? That's really kind of mafia esque there. I kind of like it. I can see myself like, I don't smoke, but having like an unlit cigar in my mouth and just going up and like sitting there frisbeeing wall. We don't have Kroger's here. Frisbee Walmart card. Hey kid.
get yourself some
yourself
candy.
A Mazda. Yeah, get yourself some candy. Oh, you poked my eye out. Yeah, we'll get yourself an extra piece of candy.
Who you talking to?
Who are you talking to, kid?
You talking to me?
Happy Halloween. Here's a couple of quarters.
All right. We have 100% derailed.
That's all right. That's what happens here. Yeah, I don't think pound yeet the gift card. It's a great idea, but whew, yeah. But it's folks like y'all. taking everything to heart and taking things lightly. We're in a serious situation that I have full confidence that everybody here is going to do their part to make sure that Halloween is not forgotten or canceled this year. And that's awesome. You should all give
Round
yourself
of
applause, pat
applause.
yourself on the back.
Yeah.
Anything that anybody does, like Tyler, if Creepy Hollow does open this year, you'll be right there. You should still decorate. I call that passive decorating. If you decorate, you can't be there, but at least it's decorated for people to look at it. Keep it alive. I think if James is cool with it and y'all are cool with it, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Golf claps to everyone. And my mouth is getting dry. I've been forgetting to drink water.
Yeah, I totally
Vic,
just played a
not mine.
applause.
That was not my idea. Ooh, you are channeling Jabby. That's awesome. Channeling Jabby. You live 24 miles from Creepy Hollow Woods.
Well, isn't Creepy Hollow Woods 24 miles from literally everything?
It's farther than that for me. I don't know what the mileage would be, but like I said, it takes me 50 to 55 minutes to get there. But Creepy Hollow Woods it's in the middle of it's miles away from anything. It's miles away from the Tom Thumb store. That's the only way I remember to turn. It's like, oh, there's that damn Tom Thumb store. Let me pee before I get there. I have to pee on Sasquatch. 13, good night. 13's had enough of our mess. So
Yeah, I
we'll
think we're wrapping it up anyway, so we're ready to go.
Yeah. 13 just wants to be sure he can say last. But yeah, so we will wrap it up. Good night to everybody. Thank you so much again. Once again, 2 hours later, and it feels like we just got on here, and it's all because of y'all, and it's fantastic with your great ideas and the banter and the chat. So always much appreciated. We will see you Wednesday night. Friday, remember, will be Halloween horror haunt trivia. We'll get a page up for that soon. But once again, for me, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. And I'm going to pass it to James.
Yep. It was fun tonight, honestly. We always enter this Sunday night with like, what are we going to do? It's kind of a relaxed thing and just kind of go with it. And you guys always step up and make it really fun. The conversation was great. So very much appreciated. Thank you again. You guys are all amazing. And I guess we will talk to you guys on Wednesday. Don't forget, tomorrow is Mike's birthday, so make sure you go to our page and wish him a happy birthday tomorrow.
Yay, thank you.
Go ahead and say happy birthday right now. So
Hey! Happy birthday!
And that's all we need, everybody. So thank you. Have a good night, and we will see you on Wednesday. Don't forget.
Be excellent to each other. Yep.
And yeet those treats.
Yeet the treats. Yeet the gift cards. Night, y'all.